I was going to say hump day, but it's literally Tuesday.
It feels like it should be further down in the week.
Yes. So how's everybody doing today? We're going to be doing some Christmas crafts again. Listen, we can't get enough.
I mean, you better be ready.
Yeah.
Because we are Christmas craft from here till Christmas.
Yes. And today's craft is an easy money craft. So this is like something, if you're a craft show person, it's going to be something you can make quick and something that you can make a really high profit on, which I love. I love a craft I can sell. Like I like a little side hustle.
Who doesn't like high profit?
I know.
High profit margin. And this one is one that, like Alicia said, super, super customizable.
Yes. You put the names on it, the colors, whatever you want. So I really love this craft, and I didn't even know this was a thing until we had to do the craft. Like, we talked about it, and I was like, wait, people do that? And now I'm a mom, so I have to do it for my kids.
I know. I've never done it for mine, but now I'm like, oh, I wish I would have.
I know. It's very cute.
It makes more sense. So, like, we always imagine Santa as coming down the chimney, like coming into our house through the chimney. Well,
it's 2022. Who has a chimney?
Who has a chimney?
I'm just kidding. A lot of people have chimneys. A lot of people have chimneys, but they don't build new houses with chimneys.
So, I mean, my son has asked me, well, if we don't have a chimney, like, how does Santa get in?
Right. So this is how.
This is how.
The magic key.
The magic key.
So our thumbnail didn't actually have a photo of what we were making today. So a lot of y'all might just be like, what are we even making? Right. It's going to be super easy. Let me just grab it so they can see, so that we're not like talking about it and they're like, what are you doing?
Right. And while she's getting this is definitely something we were using. Now, is this a cut file or fonts?
It's a font. This is all, well, the stars are a cut file, but all of this is font. So I'm going to be showing you all how to like lay it out, customize it and all of that. And then obviously we've got ribbon and a key on here. So super, super cute. This is what we're going to be making. I'm showing y'all because the photo wasn't in the thumbnail.
Right.
That way you can get excited because it's super easy, high profit, sellable craft. That's what we're making today.
Love it.
Yes.
And this is something that if you are on the fence with our membership. So if anyone here is new, we are a membership-based crafting community where we bring you inspiration, education, and motivation to not only use your Cricut, but master.
Right.
And it doesn't have to just be a Cricut. It's a die cutting machine, whatever.
Yeah.
But this is one where you can really elevate. You don't have to have a lot of design space knowledge for this. This is very simple. So if you are a new crafter or a new Cricut user or a new die cutting machine user, this is a great one to kind of get your feet wet with the selling aspect of your craft making. Yes. Maybe make a little extra money for Christmas. I mean, who doesn't need it? Honestly, in this economy, who doesn't need extra money for Christmas?
Extra cash money. Listen, I am a side hustle advocate.
Yes.
I think that everyone should have a side hustle. I think it's good for building your character. It's good for just having a little extra side money that you can spend on yourself or whoever. But that's why I personally love this craft so much, because I like a side hustle. I don't think I've ever not had one. So there's that.
Exactly.
We are using the code BEST today. If you are thinking about joining membership, we've got the code BEST still carried over from boot camp, and you're going to be grandfathered into our best rate that we ever have offered. So like the best. That's why we use the code BEST.
And I'm telling y'all, if you are not, like, I know we rolled out monthly membership and all this stuff, but if you are not a yearly member, when I say you need to trust, get in on that lowest price right now. We mean it.
Wink, wink.
We mean it.
So, anyway, should we go ahead and get started?
I think so.
There's not a ton, but let's jump over, and I'm going to show you all of the things that you're going to need to do this craft. So we'll go ahead and go overhead. There's really not a lot. I've already got my little Cricut mini press heated up right here. I'm going to put that to the side. It's a little toasty. And then I've got these little gift tags. Now, I cut this one with our laser because I could not find the exact size that I wanted, but they have lots of options. The size that I wanted when I made this was sold out, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to make my own. But they have these in like literally all different kinds of sizes. So don't be like, I don't have a laser. I can't do that. You can.
Amazon, y'all, you
Yeah.
can find just about anything on Amazon.
Oh yeah, they're all over Amazon. And they have other shapes too, like they have the arched ones or just the square ones. So you don't have to use this exact
Or a
key tag.
circular one would be.
Oh, that would be
I mean,
cute.
you
Yeah.
literally, just because we use it as a key tag doesn't mean that you have to use that shape.
Right.
You can use whatever shape you want.
Yes, and it doesn't have to be wood. I mean, I like the wood element because it makes it look a little bit more like old and like Santa-y. But that's why I went with wood, but you totally don't have to do that. So I've got this, I've got these keys, and all of this stuff is linked in the description below for you all. This is like an assortment of old keys. So these are pretty inexpensive, and this comes with 30. So imagine, I meant to look, well, and we can look on Etsy.
I can look. What, did you get them from Etsy?
No, I got these from Amazon, but I wanted to see the price on these on Etsy.
Oh, I
meant to look it up, and I have looked it up before, but I just can't remember exactly. So you can see that there's different keys in this pack. So like it's very unique and custom. So even when people are purchasing these, they're getting like their very own special Santa key, which I really like. So it's not like you get 30 of the same exact bronze key.
Okay,
I love
here
that.
is one that is like a door tag.
Okay.
Now, because it is bigger, so, and it is, you know, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
It's going for $24.99.
$24.99.
The ones
okay.
that are more like the size that we are doing are around $10.
Yeah. But you could, I mean, you can make bigger. You can make bigger ones.
You can make whatever. Here's one just made out of cardstock, like the brown craft cardstock. That's selling. It says popular now on Etsy, and it's $4. But still,
yeah.
I mean, you're making it out of cardstock. You don't have that much in it.
Right, exactly.
You have even less in it. So it's still going to bring you probably around the same profit margin. It may be a cheaper key tag, but still.
Right. And you have to really break down the cost of your products and then add in the hours that you are taking to make it. And this does not take hours. This takes like, it might take you an hour to figure it out the first time, which we're doing right now. This is your hour figuring it out. I'm teaching you how to do it. And then whenever you start making them, it's going to be like, okay, let me cut all of my vinyl. Let me do all that at once. And I can take this whole sheet and do like 4 or 5 on this HTV, apply it, and then you've got all of that done, and then you can apply it all to your wood pieces. So you can kind of get a system going and pump out a bunch of these and even pump them out without the names on the bottom. That way you can sell them and customize them as people purchase them, if that makes sense. So anyways, I've got this red ribbon. So we've got our keys, our tags, this beautiful red ribbon. This is like a ripped ribbon. I don't know if that's the official name for it, but it has this raw edge, and I really, really like this. It makes it look super old and Santa-y, as I've been saying. I have this gorgeous HTV, and listen, I don't know. I ordered this randomly because I really wanted a bronze HTV, and I found this on Amazon, and I never order vinyl off Amazon. Like, I'm a 143 vinyl ride or die. But I was like, I need this color, this exact color. So I got this HTV, and it is delicious. Like, it weeds good. Like, can y'all see how thin these letters are here? Like, I just want you to see how thin.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, and this is, I weeded this first time, like first try. So,
also, Alexandria says that Amazon has a 125-piece bag of those keys for $7.92.
Right, so let's just...
You can make 125 if you sold them at like $10 a piece.
Right, like,
That's
are you
insane.
kidding me? Post them on Facebook Marketplace and like get busy. Like, you're gonna sell them. And then I've got this little squeegee. I've got some scissors, and then a light grip cutting mat. This is a new light grip cutting mat, so it's like real sticky. I would say this feels like a standard grip to me. But y'all know if you get new mats, they're like uber sticky.
Right.
So let's go ahead and jump into Design Space. I'm going to pull up our website. I want to pull in the files that we used. Let's go here. And
did you link the, by chance, link the vinyl?
it should all be linked, yes.
Okay, because I'm not seeing it. But we'll find it and we'll link it. It's not a big deal.
I have it. It's on our Amazon if you're logged
Okay.
into our Amazon.
Yes.
Just look on our
I
Amazon
will get
cart.
that, and then I will send it over to get that added. Lindsay was asking.
Why did I not put that in there? I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, so my cut files, I'm going to be using some stars, and I think they're actually called stars. Let's search. So you can go in the search bar in our website, and then you can see there's lots of different options for stars. My favorite stars right now are these little mid-century modern is what they give me, the vibe they give me. So I'm going to use these stars. I'm just going to click the little cloud icon. It's going to go into a zip folder, which we'll double click. And then we're going to open it up, and you can see we're going to be getting a PNG and an SVG. We are cutting our image, so we need an SVG. We are not printing, so we don't need a PNG. We're using SVG. I'm just going to open up Design Space. I'm going to go to Upload, Upload Image, and then I'm just going to pull Design Space down and click and drag my SVG into Design Space. Easy peasy. It's telling me it's gigantic.
Lemon squeezy.
Yeah, I don't know what this is, but we're going to get rid of it. We don't need that. So let's upload this in, add to canvas, and oh no. So I don't know if that was Design Space because the image, it says the image is big. I don't know, that's weird. But we can use like this file. This file has very similar stars. So we're going to open this one up. I'm going to double click on that, and then the SVG is right here. We're going to do the same thing. Go to Uploads on the left panel, Upload Image, and then I'm going to pull that SVG in to Design Space, and hopefully it works fine for me. Okay, upload. Here we go. I like these. Actually, I like those stars really good. So I don't need the planets, but you can break our files apart. You don't need to use the whole thing. So you can see here they're on separate layers. We can actually ungroup all those layers and then just delete out what we don't want. So I'm going to select what I don't want over here in the layers panel, hit the trash can, it's going to delete it. I'm going to do the same thing with the moon because I don't need it. And then now you can see that all of these stars are connected. I want to be able to kind of move these around. So there's two different ways you can do it. You can slice them off or you can contour them out. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and select contour, and I'm going to hide all contours, but I'm just going to keep these three in the right hand corner, and then those are going to be the stars that I use for the whole project. Does that make sense? Are we all together? Full moon today, Gail says.
Yes.
Full moon.
Also, I just sent that over, the link over for the vinyl, so that should be added to our YouTube description here in the next few minutes.
Thank you. Okay, let me measure this tag for you all. So the one I'm doing is like 4 3/4 or like 4.75. So almost 5 inches by, let's see, 3 inches. So we can take that measurement and go back into Design Space. And what I'm going to do is use a basic shape of like the tag. I want to use one of the basic shapes that looks like the tag and use that as my design guide. So if you have Cricut Access, you're going to have this little gift tag shape. If you don't have Cricut Access, you can still use like a rectangle. I'll show you how to do it if you don't have Cricut Access. So go ahead and pull in your tag shape, and we said it was 3 wide.
Yeah, I think
3 wide, and then 4.75. So I unlocked my resize right here. I unlocked it so that I could type in my measurements. This should be the exact size of my wood piece. I'm going to change it to like a beige color, just so we can get a feel for what it's going to look like. Now, if you want to use these tags, but you don't have Cricut Access and you don't have this shape, you can just use a rectangle. So I'm just going to pull in a square shape. This is free on Cricut Design Space. And then we can just make it. What I would recommend to do is, if we can go overhead, I would just measure before you get to where it cuts off up here. So I would just go from the bottom to right there. So we're going to make it 4 by 3. So back in Design Space, I'm just going to change the width to 3 and then the height to 4. Oh, I didn't unlock it. So you can see it makes it the same width and the same height. So let's change this back to 3. Okay, so there we go. And I'm just going to change that to beige too. So you can do it that way. If you don't have Cricut access, you can just do it with a rectangle. Okay. Sherry said, y'all need to quit coming up with so many cute things. I won't have time to do everything I want to do for gifts. I think this would be so cute.
Also, that tag is fringe chiffon ribbon.
Okay.
Okay.
Fringe chiffon.
Fringe chiffon.
This would be so cute for Christmas morning to leave behind on the cookie plate. Don't you think? Like, cookies are eaten. Oops, Santa forgot his key.
Yeah, either that.
How cute.
That would be super cute. Or if you did have the door tags, leave it on the outside of the door.
That would
Santa
be
to come in.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait till my baby is big enough to like do fun things like this. I love it. Okay, so I'm just gonna delete out this square so it's out of the way, not confusing. Okay, so we've got 2 of our elements. The next thing we need to do is pull in our fonts. So today we're gonna be using some Maker's Gonna Learn fonts. We are using Conclusion and Mystical, which I really like that name for this project. So I'm gonna type in Mystical. And I love this font. This is the first time I used it. It's very pretty, very elegant, fun. Okay, I'm gonna download. And then while we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and download Conclusion too. And I honestly feel like I've downloaded that one in here before. Well, we're fitting to find out.
And this is also a good refresher for those who don't know or don't remember how to download your Maker's Gonna Learn fonts. Super easy. You click that cloud icon, y'all, pull it up. You're going to download it into your font book. And that's all you have to do.
Right. Okay. And it looks like Conclusion is already in here. It just popped up. So let's go back to Design Space. What I'm going to do is save my project and reload Design Space. So I'm going to save this as Santa tag into my projects and hit save. Whenever you reload a font, whenever you download a font, you need to save your project before you reload Design Space, because if you just download a font and try to use it before doing that, you're not going to be able to see it. Like, you're not going to see it in Design Space.
Oh, Gail has a cute... So, first of all, we have a couple. Kathy says, I think I have metal tags from Dollar Tree.
Oh, yes.
And acrylic ones. Yes. That would be beautiful on an acrylic thing. It doesn't have to be wood, y'all. Use your creativity. Use your imagination. And then Gail says, as far as the story goes, the elf drops it off. So if you do elf on a shelf, the elf drops it off for you. You leave it for outside for Santa to use, and then Santa keeps the key, and then the elf brings it back every year.
Oh, that's cute. We'll find a good hiding spot.
Yep.
For that key every year. That's funny. That's a really cute idea, though.
I love it.
I love it. Yeah. Oh, it's so fun. Christmas is so magical.
It kind of makes me wish that I would have done Elf on the Shelf with my son, but I also know that I'm a very forgetful person, and the elf would have sat there for 10 days before I would have remembered got up before him to move it.
That is hilarious. Okay, so what I did is I just pulled a text box in. You can actually type out everything. Like if I typed out magic key, you can see like it kind of overlaps. I don't really like that. So I'm going to go up here to advanced, and you can ungroup to lines, and that will make your text lines separate. So we're going to have to do a little bit of maneuvering as far as like fitting the words onto the key tag. And we're going to be doing some resizing and all of that. And you don't have to do it exactly as I'm doing it. Just do whatever feels and looks good to you. But that's kind of the layout right here. And then I've got my 3 stars here. What I'm going to do is duplicate that because I want to break these apart because I want to have individual stars. So we broke them down earlier, but I want to break them down even more. So I'm going to hide all contours. It's going to leave that single star. So you can see I've just got a little lone star right there, and you can shrink these down as small as you want. Honestly, if y'all use this bronze vinyl, I would like to see how small that I can cut with that vinyl.
Yeah.
It's very, very good.
So Christian asked, what do y'all think this project engraved and cut on wood would sell for? So if you by chance had a laser cutter and you wanted to engrave and cut it on wood, It might be a couple more. I mean, I might do like $12 if you did it, depending on how large it was. Just because you did, have more money up front for the laser cutter kind of thing.
Right.
I don't know. Probably it would still be around the same, but really and truly you would use less material and it would take less time. Like you make one, it's a rinse and repeat.
Yes.
And you can make 20.
And if you're using a laser to do these, I know a lot of gals and guys, they charge by the second. So it would be like 15 cents a second. So if it took 30 seconds or 60 seconds to engrave, you would charge based on that. That's your own formula to formulate.
Yeah.
Because I don't know the exact
You formulate that formula.
You formulate that formula. I'll let y'all handle that. So I'm just plugging in stars wherever I feel like I think that they would look cutesy. And what I'm doing is just clicking on a star, duplicating it, putting it where I want, and then resizing it to the size that I want. And you don't have to get crazy. Like these don't have to be all over it. I think it just adds a little twinkle, a little Christmas sparkle, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like how I did my original one. So I'm going to just copy it. I'm just going to copy it. Okay. And then I actually added a little extra one over here, but I feel like I really like this. So what I am going to do, I'm worried about this T running into my hole right here because the hole that I put on my tag was really big. If you have a smaller hole, it's not going to be like that big of a deal. I'm just going to bump this hole. Like I want to make sure that everything is like there's plenty of room. I want plenty of room up here.
Right.
And really I just need to pay attention whenever I apply the vinyl to the wood. So everything looks good here. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to hide my gift tag. I'm going to select all of this and put it on the same color. I'm just going to make it all gray. And then, so if you wanted to sell these, I don't really condone making a lot of pre-made items. Like you could make like 5 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't make 20. Make even 2 or 3. Make 2 or 3, post them, see what people are liking. If they're like, oh my gosh, where did you get those? Or, oh my gosh, I need 20. I need 5 for my grandchildren. Whatever you need. Don't go crazy and make 20 at the beginning. Just make a few, put them on your Facebook, put them on your Instagram, see what people like, and then go from there. I don't want y'all to like make 1,000 and then be like, I have 15 Santa Magic keys and nobody wants them. They will want them. I just don't want you to make too many. So you could go from here in Design Space. You could cut all of that out and then you could have them ready to be customized.
Yes.
Or if you're just making them willy-nilly, like for your family or for your kids, you can go ahead and add where the Santa key is for. So on the bottom of mine, I put to Ruby and Ryder's house. Ruby is my only baby. Ryder is my boy name I have picked out. That my husband was like, did you just put that on there? I was like, I manifested a little boy named Ryder, okay? The name of the Santa font is Mystical. But the name of the other font I'm going to use is Conclusion. So I think we've already got it downloaded. Let's go ahead and go to our system fonts. If you download a font and you're like, where is it? And you're on this Cricut file or this Cricut, I don't know what you call it, layer, go to System, and this is where your downloaded fonts are.
Yes.
So we want to do Conclusion.
So this one you're just going to make for Ruby.
I guess.
Since we don't have a Ryder yet.
Why wouldn't I just do it twice just in case? Just in case. Let's do it for somebody. Let's do it for, do you want me to make one for Asher? 2, or should we do, okay. 2 Asher's house. Okay. So this is gigantic. We need to make it a little bit littler, a little bit littler.
A little bit littler.
A little bit littler. And then I'm going to also ungroup this to lines because I want this to be a little bit closer. Maybe.
You could also move line spacing, but when you ungroup to lines, you are able to move them separate. So she could put 2 Ashers up in the corner beside keys and then house below it kind of thing.
Right. And also I'm going to shrink this like a hair. I just want to shrink it a little bit so I can have more room underneath it. Okay. So, and I mean, honestly, I could put to Asher's house straight across, but I like having 2 rows. Just It's just me. I just want to have 2 rows. And like, that's it. That's it for the design portion. That's it. But before we make it, I want to, first of all, hide our gift tag shape. We don't need that. I'm going to select this all and attach it together because we're cutting it out of the same color of vinyl. So if it's all attached, it's not going to matter. And then I'm going to go to first of all, let me make sure. Are we using a maker today?
No, we're using... Yes, that's
this is the new one.
Yeah.
Okay, the Cricut maker. I love this color. We got like a turquoise maker in here. I'm going to hit make it. And we are going to be cutting on mats. Are y'all coming to our card masterclass, if you remember?
Yeah.
When is that? This Thursday? Next Thursday?
I don't know.
It's next Thursday. I won't be here on Thursday. In case y'all didn't know, my daughter's first birthday's this week. Everybody in the office knows. They're like, thank God she's going to stop talking about it.
I'm not.
It's all I talk about, honestly. Okay, so now that we're on this page, it was like this. So when it pulls in, you're reading it the correct way. Well, we're using heat transfer vinyl, which means that we're cutting it from the back side because the heat transfer vinyl comes on a carrier sheet already. So it comes on a transfer tape already, basically. So whenever you cut HTV, you cut it with the face down and you mirror your image in Design Space.
Also, masterclass is next Thursday.
Next Thursday. There you go.
Next Thursday.
We're doing bulk Christmas cards, I think. Yes.
Chef's kiss.
Sounds good. Okay. And so your base material is going to be everyday iron-on. If you search heat transfer vinyl, it's not going to show up. It's just not in there. It's under everyday iron-on. I'm going to keep it on default pressure. We're using a fine point blade in clamp B. And so if we can go overhead, I'm also going to take this stylus out. Okay, so we've got our mats. This is my heat transfer vinyl. I'm a little bit off center, I feel. This is my heat transfer vinyl. I'm going to flip the shiny side down, and then I'm going to line this up to the top here. And just making sure that whatever piece of vinyl you're using, if you're not using a full 12 by 12 sheet, you need to make sure that it's going to cut within the parameters of the size of your vinyl, if that makes sense. And then this is a burnishing tool. I'm just going to take it and just smooth this out completely. This helps so this sticks to the mat. And then we're going to run it through the Cricut.
You said the second font is Conscience?
Conclusion.
Conclusion.
We do have Conscience. That is a good font. I use that font a lot, but Conclusion's the one that we're using. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and cut this. I hope I didn't hype this vinyl up too much and it like won't cut or weed. That would be embarrassing.
That's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing. It'll work. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Kathy, you're having surgery. Oh my gosh. I had a similar surgery just a couple weeks ago.
You didn't have a full ovary removed, but you did have a baseball removed from your ovary.
There was potential. There was potential there. So I hope that your recovery goes smoothly. I know that's scary. Any surgery is scary, really. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions? What brand? Did you see what brand that was?
No, but I do want. Let me look.
Okay.
Still got it pulled up. I think. No, I don't. Let me just go back.
Yeah.
Let me just go back.
Just go back.
Okay. It doesn't. Literally doesn't. Brand. T Vinyl Warehouse.
T Vinyl Warehouse. You heard it here first.
But you heard it here first. There was a comment made.
Okay.
Christian said, MGL, please add a Google Calendar for us to sync the schedule so we don't miss anything.
That's not a bad idea.
You just wait.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I wonder what would be happening on the new website. Huh.
Yeah, if y'all didn't hear,
tuned.
we're working on a new website, so
yeah.
it's gonna be bougie.
It's kind of like Cricut Design Space was in its beta version. Our website is currently in its beta version right now.
Right, except only we can see it.
Only we can see it.
Y'all can't see it yet, sorry.
But we're getting there. It's very, very soon. I swear we've been talking about it, but I swear we are right on the verge of it.
It's because we're like making it perfect.
Yes.
As perfect as possible. You can use HTV on metal. I mean, if you only have a certain color of HTV that you're wanting to use and that's why you're wanting to put it on metal, you definitely can. But you can use permanent vinyl just as easy. And then acrylic, you can.
You can.
But you gotta be careful because it'll melt.
Yeah, that's why I like the Cricut Mini Easy Press. It's easier to use. If you're doing HTV on acrylic, I would highly suggest the Cricut Mini Easy Press because it kind of gives the heat localized and not over the whole thing, so you can move it around and it doesn't take a chance on warping your acrylic. Plus, if you have a thicker acrylic, the less chance it has of warping.
Yeah. Okay. So I have cut it. Now what I'm going to do is weed it. So I'm just going to weed this, and I'm hoping it does as good right now as it did for me previously, because I was like, ooh, I could weed this all day. It's so satisfying when things weed easily. Did I already mess it up?
Well,
no, I didn't.
Okay.
I was like, well,
you took it off the mat, and you can't use your third hand now.
Well, it was kind of, okay. I don't really use the mat to weed because I used to never even use a mat to cut my vinyl.
I don't see how you don't. I love weeding on the mat.
This one isn't even super sticky. Like, it's not staying stuck down for some reason. But it does help. It does help to weed your vinyl on the mat. It's very helpful. Your third hand. This is my good hand.
Let me get you on my strong hand.
It's Cricut mat. It's my strong hand. So I am just pulling this off. And can y'all just see this right now? Like, it's like butter. I am obsessed with it. And honestly, I'm feeling like maybe I should buy some more of this brand of vinyl.
I mean,
it was a happy accident. Like, nobody recommended this vinyl to me. I just wanted this color, and then I got it, and I was like, daggone, that's pretty good.
So Lindsay asked, is the wood website that is linked below for the tag, is it Alicia's site or just a trusted site you all use? So it's not technically Alicia's site. Alicia's Black Arrow Woodwork.
Black Arrow Customs.
Black Arrow Customs. This is just, have we ordered from here, or is this just a place that you found them pretty cheap?
Is it an Etsy shop?
It says 24-hour crafts.
It's probably somewhere that I found that was as close to what I have.
Right.
But I mean, I trust it. I wouldn't link it. But that's not where I got mine at. I cut mine with the laser. I just wanted to find something as close as I possibly could in size, and in look. So that's what I found. But if you'd rather purchase off of Amazon or wherever you're comfortable, that's totally fine too. Don't do anything that you're not comfortable with.
Wait, Aaliyah said, did you know that my strong hand line is a mandala effect? It doesn't exist. How does it not exist? It's on the Scary Movie movies.
I don't like that. That makes me feel weird.
It's there.
It's there.
I know it's there.
I always thought he said, "This is my good hand." I didn't think he said strong hand.
He reached his hand out the window and he says, "Here, grab onto my strong hand."
Oh yeah,
he does say it.
I remember the scene where they're bringing their luggage in. He's like, "Let me help you with my good hand," and he like goes to grab.
And then he stirs the potato with it and slaps it on the plate. Oh God! Don't tell me that's not.
He stirs the potatoes.
Don't tell me that's a mandala effect.
No, I don't like that. Tina, I have a site, but y'all don't get crazy on there, okay? I'm a small business owner. I'm not. Oh my God! Everyone's asking for my website. Y'all can go look at it. I put my heart and soul into that website, but I'm too embarrassed to tell people that I have it. It's not great. It's not great.
It is. She's lying.
But if you want to see some of our stuff, you can go there. We also have Instagram. If you
Black Arrows Custom.
Yeah, I'm more like better about like keeping the Instagram up, if that makes sense. So, okay, I just weeded everything. Santa's magic key to Asher's house. How cute is this, y'all? I love it. Okay, now our next step is going to be to take our tag, and where I did this with the laser, it is very like burnty on the edges, and I'm gonna go grab some. Actually, hold on, hold the phone. We might have some. We have a block here, but I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know how good that is. Let me see here. It might do the job though.
You try. If it don't work, I will.
We'll try. Okay, this is like. Let me feel it with my feelers. I think like a 220 sand block that has been well loved. I'm just taking it and lightly sanding off these burnt edges because I want it to not be burnt. And you can actually stain these if you want to.
Ooh, that would be pretty.
Yeah, it would be very
Early
pretty.
American on that with that bronze.
Yeah, it would be very pretty.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I would love that. And you know, some people will probably want theirs stained. You can do that. If you are going to stain them and you're planning on putting HTV, they need to cure for like 48 hours.
Yeah,
so,
or otherwise the HTV is not going to stick.
right, it just won't.
Because the oil, most stains are oil-based stains, so that oil is going to prevent that adhesive from sticking to the wood. So
right, and
keep
you could
that
probably,
in mind.
a water-based stain would cure faster probably, and it would stick better. But just keep it in mind whenever you're making them. That's going to take longer. Okay, so just make sure if you sand it that it's really wiped off. And then I've got my mini press is on medium heat setting. It turned itself off. That's okay.
Also, Sherry said, you ladies are crazy. If you only saw us outside of work.
In the real world.
In the real world.
I know. I know that Carol knows us on Facebook, and she saw your Halloween costume, Lauren.
Oh, God.
Lauren was the Hulk for Halloween this year.
I was.
It was iconic. I'll say that. Also, she won a costume contest.
I got third place.
I mean, third out of like
on a last-minute
1,000.
Halloween costume.
It was like a bunch of people there.
There was, but there were some people that had some like bomb Halloween costumes. Honest to goodness, there were some good Halloween costumes.
Billy Butcherson.
Billy Butcherson from the Hocus Pocus. Like, this guy had this whole suit, like, and he was holding his head. That was to die for.
I mean, it was like he was a headless.
I mean, they
Billy
had
Butcherson.
to have spent hours on, like days on that costume. I put mine together in 30 minutes.
Literally, well, she was like on the way to my house. She's like, I gotta go get this part for my costume. And then won. That's why I say you're the queen of procrastination. It's a special skill you have. And then there was a pinhead. This kid, I swear, he had to be in 6th grade.
Oh, God. Of
Had a
course,
pinhead
Carol had to
costume.
mention the beer can crush.
Oh, that was Lauren's entry for the costume contest.
We're not going to talk about it.
We didn't know. She had to be in character. It was for her to be in character. Okay, so I just basically applied heat to this entire thing, and no specific time, but you all would not be able to tell on the camera, but whenever you apply heat transfer vinyl to most things, it bubbles up under the surface. Like, you can see little bubbles, and that's how you know that it's adhered. When you play with HTV for enough time, you start to learn when it's ready. And so that's how I know. And then I'm just gonna pull this off. I did a warm peel. I didn't have to let it cool down or anything like that. Most things are warm peel unless you're doing like electrofoil or something. And then this is our little tag. How cute.
Super simple.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with it.
And then all we're gonna need to do now, let me remember how I put that. Okay, so we're gonna take just a piece of ribbon, and I like to have really long tails. I feel like every Christmas craft that we do, I'm doing a bow. It's just Christmas. I feel like you have to have bows on everything. So I'm going to go ahead and run this through just like this.
Ooh, that would make a really, if you didn't buy the door hangers, like if you just kept it loose and hung it by the ribbon.
Oh, yeah.
On the door.
Yes, that would be cool. Okay, and then I'm just going to, so I basically just tied it just like that. I didn't do a bow or anything. And then I'm going to string one of my keys onto here, just like this. Okay, and then now I'm gonna tie my bow, just like you're tying your shoes. That's this bow tutorial. Just tie it like you would tie your shoes.
Carol said Hobby Lobby has these in raw wood and painted, and if they're in the Christmas section, then they're 60% off, y'all.
Yeah, and fall 75% off at Hobby Lobby right now. Just FYI for any of you Hobby Lobby goers. Okay.
The hoblob.
The hoblobs. And you can make that as floofy as you want. And then I'm going to dovetail my ribbon right here. I'm going to keep it pretty long because I just like how that looks. Dovetailing is when you fold your ribbon in half. So I folded this in half like a hot dog. And, and then I'm going to cut it up towards the fold. So it's open over here on this side, and then it's folded on this side. I'm gonna take my scissors and cut at a 45-degree angle up towards my fold. That's how you get a dovetail, okay? Look, she's cute, she's gorgeous.
Gorgeous, gorgeous girls.
And then I'm gonna fold this one. So the open end is the opposite direction this time, but I'm still gonna cut at a 45-degree angle up towards the fold, just like that.
Also, if this is something that you're interested in making, y'all, grabbing our membership to use these fonts is definitely now is the time to do it, because not only do you get access, the absolute lowest price we offer, but you also get these printed Cricut reference guide and a little free gift as well. We're still running that too. So remember, show them the Cricut reference guide.
Let's just take a look-see here, okay? First of all, this is the final product, if y'all were wondering. This is it. That's it. Super cute.
And what you can do is, if you have never used HTV on wood, using this Cricut reference guide is an absolute amazing way, like, to have in your back pocket. Let's say, oh, I'm not sure what temperature, I don't know if I have a larger press, what to do. Y'all, we've done it for you.
Look, okay.
It's in there.
Let's just go find it. So in the back portion of the book, we've got Cricut cut settings. And so you're going to find your material, what blade you're supposed to use, what cut setting, and what mat. And we have it for every material that you can cut. So the materials are on the left side. I'm going to look for wood. Let's see.
We got the keys from Amazon, and when like all this reference guide with the temperature settings and all this, the time and everything, we sat and tested everything, every single material that we have in this on every different, like,
right.
I sat and tested it all day long.
Yes.
So that you got this.
So I was saying wood, but I meant iron-on HTV. There is a wood setting in here. But so like iron-on or HTV, you're going to be using a fine point blade with everyday iron-on cut setting and a standard grit mat. There you go. It tells you exactly. I mean, we've got glitter vinyl, anything you can think of, leather, shrinky dinks, crepe paper for flowers, I mean, freezer paper, literally everything. And then all throughout the rest of the book, you're going to get terminology. We've got all of the new functions, like the unite function, the extract, subtract, all of that. We've got different tools and when to use them. And you can see here all of the design space functions, and it shows you what they do, things like that. And then there's the Cricut cut settings. And then back here, we've even got easy press heat setting. This is, Lauren did all this.
Yep.
She had to sit and test every single one of these. And then the quick guide to adhesive vinyl. Love that. So it even tells you how to prep.
So this is something that even if you are an already grandfathered in member, if you've been grandfathered in, if you missed our announcement, you can email us, hi@makersgonnalearn.com, and you can actually, we're going to ship this to you because we want to appreciate those who have already been grandfathered in, and for our new members who are getting grandfathered in. So spreading the love, but remember, these are limited. We did have some left over from boot camp, so definitely jump on that now because we don't know how long this stuff is going to last. But we do still have some, so make sure you get in on that, because that reference guide is going to be key to master every different material you want to use.
Right, and we were talking about the other day how sometimes you just want to cut something really quick and you don't want to have to go find a video for it. This reference guide is great for that. And I've used it 2 or 3 times just in the studio. And I'm like, mainly for heat settings. I'll say that because I don't remember numbers. And so I'm like, wait, was it like 385 or 395? And so I can just go and look in the reference guide, and it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
So does anybody have questions about the tutorial? Do you have questions about receiving the reference guide? Let us know.
Michelle says, with which tier do I get the reference guide? That's going to be the yearly membership. You're going to get the reference guide. Plus, with the yearly membership, you're getting the best price. So let's just say you went monthly. It's $20 a month, 20 times 12. You're looking at $220 for the year. If you just go monthly, if you stay on with us for the full year, or if you go ahead and jump on with the $40 off, it brings it down to $150, $188, and you get locked in at that price forever. As long as you stay a member.
And you get to get your gift.
And you get to get your gift. We've got, I mean, honestly, y'all, when we tell you to jump in on this lowest price, because there has been discussion about going up on prices. So it's definitely one of those, like, if you want to be a part of our community, if you want to learn more, you want to have access and commercial license to all of those different cut files, fonts, and the thousands of cut files that we release every month, like, jumping in on this price is it's key.
Yes.
It's Santa's key.
It's Santa's magic key, okay?
And we are going to walk you through, hand in hand, to make the best handmade holiday that you have ever had. You can make all of your Christmas gifts and make them to where they don't look like they're handmade.
Right.
You make them to where they look store-bought.
You don't want people to say, did you make that? That's my
Yes.
goal. When I make handmade stuff, I'm like, I don't want someone to ask me
I
if
don't want
made
people
it.
to say, oh, did you make that?
I
I
want-
want them to say, where did you buy that, girl?
Where'd you get it? Yeah,
Oh,
that's,
honey, I made that.
that's my goal.
I just whipped it up real quick. Not a big deal.
That'll really boost your confidence.
Yeah.
Love it.
So Lindsay, have you ordered from the site before?
No.
That 24. So we haven't. That was just the most. That was the one that we found. That was the closest to the one that
what we
Alicia
have.
made. They do have them at Hobby Lobby. You can search them on Amazon. I don't think they have the exact shape on Amazon, but they have
do.
other ones. Oh, they do?
They do, but I don't know that they have the exact size. So it was
So
like,
they have like a
either a
3
small.
inch.
It was like a 3-inch or like a 24-inch. Like there wasn't an in between size. But Hobby Lobby has them, and the Dollar Tree has the metal ones right now that are so cute. They even have like Christmas tree shaped ones. They've got arched ones, and then the tag shaped ones too. So Dollar Tree is like the ticket.
Have we put this reference guide on the website yet, or is it going in the new website? Christian asks, is the reference guide available digitally on the site for existing yearly members?
No.
Not yet, but I think Tanner had talked about putting it on the site, possibly.
Yeah, it's not on the site now though. It's not on the
But
site that is
Christian,
there.
if you're already a yearly member, you can get this free. All you have to do is email customer service.
Yes, which is hi@makersgonnalearn.com, and they'll send it to you.
Uh-huh.
Handmade is my love language, Carol. If I make you something, it's because I love you.
It is mine too. And if I don't love you, don't look at me. I'm not gonna get you nothing. I'm not gonna make it. Sorry about it.
If she doesn't make you something, you're just
You're just chop liver. I'm just joking. I'm
terrible.
not mean. I swear I'm not mean.
that's so funny.
I was about to say I'm just stupid sometimes.
She's not that either. Kathy says, will this class work with Silhouette Cameo 3?
Yes, ma'am. And we
show.
actually have, for those that are watching with us, maybe you don't have a Cricut, you have other die cutting machine. For those that don't know, I actually learned how to use a die cutting machine. I learned on a Silhouette. Silhouette is my go-to. Last year, I created a very basic Silhouette course that is free to members. We have a Brother Scan and Cut course that is free to members. So yes, it's the same thing. You're just going to download your SVG into Silhouette Studio. You're going to cut it just like you would on the Cricut. It's just the design portion looks a little different. Really, as if you're used to the Silhouette Studio and how it works, it's the same thing. It's going to work the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Kristen said I emailed customer service, but they said I have to email again after my renewal on 12/2, and then they will send it.
I think we'll reach out to them, Kirsten, and let them know specifically, because I think that we decided not to do that because it starts to get a little confusing.
Yeah.
And so we'll make sure and let them know that you did email and but that you do want it, and we'll see if we can get it to you before the renewal date.
Right.
So, does anybody have any more questions? We kind of had it was a short craft, but y'all see, the faster you can make your craft, the more money you can make, because you can bust them out and get them done.
And
so,
you could cut, it cut in what, 10 seconds?
yeah, it was like not long.
So if you duplicated this and cut
10
at a time,
on a 12 by 12 sheet.
it might take 2 minutes to
Right.
cut. Yeah.
Yay.
Steve said that is what that's what I was told. Well, let us check on that and double check, and then we will try to kind of update you all in the next live and see what we figure out. Carol, I definitely have a sassy vein or 12.
Yeah. That's funny.
When are we going to get the bow making class?
We're working on it. We're working on it.
Alicia has said we want it.
It'll be here before Christmas, I think.
hopefully the sooner the better.
Yeah.
People are going to come for you if you don't have a bow making class.
Well, I got my Christmas paper last weekend, so I'm going to be wrapping. I already got my first Christmas gift. I'm sure y'all are probably way ahead of me.
I know.
I've been in birthday mode, but I need to do that. So we are doing a video for high quality, how to make Dollar Tree gift wrap look high quality, and that's very cute.
I'm telling y'all, Alicia stepped it up.
I'm really resourceful.
When me and Tanner walked in, I was like, I looked at it and my mind was blown. Tanner had no clue it was Dollar Tree wrapping. I said, do you realize that she literally, like, everything on here she got from the Dollar Tree?
We do it all from Dollar Tree. So, like, even like the ornaments and stuff on it. So,
yeah,
that'll be a fun video. There's some bows in that, but we want to do, probably going to end up being a masterclass, a bow making masterclass, if I had to guess. If not, it may just be like a live. We don't know. We don't know yet, but you'll get it. Trust us.
I say we just whip it out.
I know. We need to just do it.
We need to just do it.
It's not like I don't know how to make a bow. We can just do it. So anyways, we'll do it soon.
Yeah.
How can I remove sticky vinyl glue on my mini heat press? Alcohol. Alcohol, lemon oil.
Lemon oil will take anything off.
Real lemon oil. And I'm not like either doTERRA or Young Living. Like that is that is some potent lemon oil.
It is very potent.
And there's a difference because I get regular lemon oil from Walmart for like my smelly goods. But if you want to like really remove stuff, like sticky stuff.
Like I was able to take, we had a 5-gallon bucket. We were doing, I can't remember what craft we were doing, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And the whatever they have painted on like the side or
like the writing,
like a sticker or something, like I was able to literally just sit and magic eraser wouldn't touch it, scrubber wouldn't touch it, nothing would touch it. I got me some lemon oil and it was like it just wiped it away.
It literally just comes right off.
Lemon oil will wipe your sins away.
You can clean your sink. It really will. I mean, I'll clean my sink. Like you cut a lemon in half and you can like wipe it on your sink to get all those watermarks off, and it makes your sink so clean. Yeah. And it smells yummy. You can do it with oranges too, just FYI. So side note, that was a side
note.
Okay, I think that's it. We'll see y'all tomorrow. What is tomorrow's craft? I forgot to even look.
Is tomorrow the glitter ornament?
Oh yeah, glitter ornaments. Yes,
Lauren's glitter ornaments. We are doing glitter ornaments, and with a little bit of a twist.
Yes, we're trying to always spice it a little bit. Yeah,
the do's and don'ts of glitter ornaments.
So make sure y'all are there for that. If you don't have post notifications turned on, turn them on. That way, every time that we go live or post a video, y'all are the first ones to know.
Yep.
We will